Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc's Dumpster, where it's a review of the movie The Wiz. Well, you can probably guess what this sort of kind of supposed to be like. Pretty much same story. Dorothy is a woman who lives in Harlem with her huge family in a small apartment, and she is wanting to take a job at the school where she works at where she can make more money, but she's not 100% sure about it. And then one cold, wintry night, she goes out into the street to get her dog Toto, only to have a tornado come right down the road and whisk her away to Oz. And when she gets there, she finds out there's all kinds of really strange, odd things happening. And just like in The Wizard of Oz, she meets up with the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion, only at different places this time around. So, with the four of them getting together, they go to see the great and powerful Wiz. And he says to go destroy the evil witch. And yeah, pretty much about it, and you guys pretty much know what happened from there. Well, it's slightly different from The Wizard of Oz. They get chased around by the witches' motorcycle gang. And the Scarecrow, Cowardly Lion, and Tin Man all get tortured, so that Dorothy would give up her slippers over to the witch, which she refuses to, and then a fire somehow breaks out in the factory where the witch has people working at. Dorothy goes to hit the fire alarm switch, which of course causes the sprinklers to go off, and the witch on her throne somehow melts into it. And the factory workers start dancing in celebration. Dorothy, Scarecrow, Cowardly Lion, Tin Man, and Toto too go back to see the Wiz, but it turns out the Wiz was a fake. He was a failed politician who somehow landed in the magical land of Oz. So the good witch grants Dorothy her wish to go back to Harlem and live her life there all over again. Plus, apparently, the good witch had babies in little sacks behind her as she was singing to Dorothy, so yeah, I don't get that one at all. Movie stars Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, Nipsey Russell, Richard Pryor, and so many others I can't really remember. But the big question is, does The Wiz belong in a dumpster? I've got to say no. I'm not really big on musicals, but this one, doing its own take, twist, whatever you want to call it, on The Wizard of Oz was actually pretty unique. And I have to tell you honestly, the subway scene gave me nightmares for years. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a movie for kids, although I don't remember a lot of harsh language being in it or anything like that. But seeing Michael Jackson as a scarecrow was a little odd. I'll say that much. Lots of strange, unusual things in this movie, and a lot of songs in it. I think there were more songs in this than there was The Wizard of Oz. And the babies in the sacks hanging on the wall scene really weirded me out for a long time too. It's a pretty fun movie, you know. The special effects are pretty amazing, but there were some scenes I could say probably not kid friendly, like the poppy scene. You remember from the original one, they all doze off in the field. Everything like that. In this one, they kind of taken in a whole different direction, which was really odd. Dorothy finding everybody that she could find in different areas. I think the Tin Man was found at I believe it was an old amusement park. Cowardly Lion was at, I think, at a library. And the Scarecrow, I want to say a junkyard, but I'm probably way off on that one. If you guys remember where she found the Scarecrow, please correct me in the comments below, because I don't remember. It's been a really long time since I've seen this movie. But yeah, I liked it. Seen it a bunch of times when I was a kid, and maybe that might explain why I had nightmares from that subway scene for so many years. But there you guys have it, a review of The Wiz. And please let me know in the comments below what you thought about it, whether you agree or disagree. And of course, if you like my videos, always feel free to subscribe. And if you think you got a movie that belongs in a dumpster that needs to be put into a dumpster, send it my way. What'd you think I was going to say? Need to be whizzed on? Ah, crap. Send it my way, and I will get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.